Hi all, this is Trevor here from Irish Blues Mafia. I'd like to say hello and welcome you to my video. This is the second one of the season. Hopefully the volume will be a bit better on this one. Fingers crossed. It's all new to me, so it's one step at a time. Welcome to the shed. This is where I'll be doing my videos from. And I want to thank everyone who watched the last video. I'm very grateful. It's new to me, and any little comments or any kind of help I can get, or anything you think I should be talking about, please let me know. If you'd like to subscribe, please do. If you like the video, please do. And if you like to comment, all comments, good, bad, there's no negative, no bad ones, just any comments will do. Today's episode is I'm going to talk about a few little things. What do I expect from the Bills this season? How do I think the season will go before the season starts? And then we will talk about a few little other things then afterwards. NFL related or college related, football related, but nothing too serious. So what do I expect from the Bills this season? As expectations wise, I don't expect anything as such, as in I don't expect them to win a Super Bowl. I want them to win a Super Bowl, but if you start expecting them things, being a Mayo fan for years here, it never happens. So you hope. But what I would hope for the Bills is that they would come number one seed in the AFC. I think it's very important. We've seen last year, if that game was in Highmark Stadium, I think against the Chiefs, I think it would be a different result. But in saying that, it was one of the best games of football I've ever seen in my life. So I'm not going to complain, even though the result was wrong. So it is very important to get that number one seed. They have a very good team. They're in the two preseason games so far. Just the touchdown by Josh Allen was the pass was something else. The way he got out of the pocket. I think if he can influence himself like he did last season in the games, nothing is going to stop him. And he has the wide receivers, and he has the blocking, and he has the defense then on the defensive side to put these things into motion. I do hear people saying when there's a fourth down that Josh shouldn't try and take it on as much, but my opinion is I disagree. You seen last year, he knows when to go, and when he goes, he does get results. Yeah, there's a chance he gets injured, but there's also a chance he gets injured from taking the ball. So you just have to take that chance and run with it. How do I think they'll do in the AFC East? Well, I think they'll top the AFC East. I think Miami has improved a little bit. The Jets are starting to improve, but they're a few years off. And our lovely Patriots, well, I'm hoping they're last, but I think they are going backwards. But long may that happen. But they should top it. But as in what games to win to loss, I would think between 15-2 and 13-4. And I think you'd want to be going 14-3 plus to top the AFC. Now, the AFC is a very, very hard division to win. When you look at the teams that's in it, look at the Kansas City Chiefs. They'll be one of the favourites to win it. But then in their division of the AFC West, the Denver Broncos have got Russell Wilson. And he will make the difference. They were missing a quarterback last year so badly. So we will hope that, that division it could be wide open. You also have Justin Herbert and the Los Angeles Chargers. That's another team. It's a big season for him. See can he improve. And then Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. A lot of people don't like Carr. At the end of last season, he pulled them to the playoffs. So he did. And he, out of the four quarterbacks there, he might be number 4 out of them 4 in people's eyes. But I think he's a very good quarterback. And I think if they want, if they come second, third, or first in the division, it wouldn't surprise me. Then you also have the Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson. He was injured at the end of last season, and half their team was injured. And I think if they're fit, they will be very, very hard beat. Then we have the Cleveland Browns. And the Cleveland Browns, to me, as long as that man isn't playing, I think I have no issue with. I couldn't support a team with that quarterback. And whether he thinks he's innocent or whether he is innocent, you don't pay off 23 people if you're innocent. And you still have one case pending. So I think he got a slap on the wrist. And with him not playing, I wish the Browns the best. And with him playing, well, I'll say no more. That's all I can say. Then you have the Cincinnati Bengals with Joe Burrows. And again, he showed last year that he can lead a team to the Super Bowl. Now, they came up short in the Super Bowl itself, but he still got them there. And they have a very good offense as well. So, in that division alone, you have 3 teams, again, that will be very hard beat. Then, in the AFC South, you have the Tennessee Titans. They would be my favourites to win that division again, followed by the Colts. The Colts will want to do well this year. So, again, it'll be interesting to see how they get on. And that's the AFC, and you have a lot of teams there that can and will look at saying, we can go to the Super Bowl. I do listen to the Orange and Brown podcast for the Cleveland Browns. I just find the story interesting, and they do very good covering on it, and they honestly believe that they could go to the Super Bowl. And if they can think it, other teams in that line can think it, no more than the Buffalo Bills. So that is my view on the AFC. On the NFC, you can't look past the Los Angeles Rams. They won the Super Bowl last season, and in fairness, they have to be favourites. Sean McVay has done a great job. Matthew Stafford is a class quarterback, and you've got Cooper Kupp there in offense, and he's going to be hard to watch. So they would be the favourites for me in the NFC. There isn't as many teams as I would rank as the AFC to have a chance as the NFC, but probably Tampa Bay and Tom Brady, and Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott. I think it's time for them to make a statement. They've been knocking on the door for a few years and maybe get to the NFC playoff game or maybe get to a Super Bowl. Other than that, there isn't many others I would look at in the NFC. Someone might come out of nowhere, but I think where the championship will lie this year and where the excitement will lie will be in the AFC. So there are my views on the season, my views on the Bills. I hope that they achieve what I think they can achieve. The only way they'll do that is keeping their feet on the ground and to keep one game at a time, take one game at a time, and not look ahead and go, oh, we're 13-0, oh, we're in the playoffs, or 11-2 with 2 games to go. 4 games to go, sorry, and say we're in the playoffs. No, you keep going, take one game at a time and push it out. So that is what I think, what I hope. This is pre-season. We won't know until the first game. We're looking at them against Denver and against Indianapolis in different kind of games and with different players playing. When they started their team was unstoppable. And even their second string team, when it went out, like if you have 6 drives and you get 6 touchdowns in the game, you can't complain about it against the Broncos. And as I said, the Broncos I would fancy to be thereabout in the AFC West. So now I wanted to talk about, for a minute, the Cleveland Browns. And I know I spoke a bit about it there earlier. I just think it's a bad result for football, for any woman that wants to come out, and any person, it could be a man either, and make a case against someone that this guy can pay off 23 of them, say he's innocent, and have one case left over. I think it's wrong. I think the NFL should have banned him for the year, banned him until everything is sorted, and when he proves his innocence, then let him come back into the NFL when he has the right therapy done, or when he has the right programs they want him to follow done. But not give him 11 games and let him back into a season where, if the Browns are 6-5 or 7-4 and they have 6 games to go and he is a quality quarterback and they get to a playoff, I think it's wrong. So, and I think it when you see fans with signs outside saying things about the women, and like, there are 24 different masseuses. They're not one person or making 24 claims. I'm sorry, but there's no smoke without fire. And I just think that what he did or didn't do, we won't know the exact facts, but if you've got 24 cases and you settle 23, it's not saying you're innocent. You'd fight every tooth and nail to get to be proven innocent, and say, I'm paying nobody if I'm innocent. And I feel sorry for the Browns fans. I have friends, Brown fans, on Twitter, and they are Browns fans, and they are not happy with what has happened with him. And I feel sorry that they have to support a team, and then you see fans going in with awful slurs, wrote on banners about the ones and how they back their quarterback and all that. I think it'll leave a bitter aftertaste. So that is my view on it. I'm going to say no more about that point. I do wish the Browns well. They're a team that I like. They're a team that I liked for years. I just couldn't and can't support a team that would, and even if they win the Super Bowl with him, didn't want it, because he has not proven himself innocent. Whether he says he is or isn't is a different story. He's just paid out, and money seems to fix everything. So that's my view. The last point I want to talk about today is, on Saturday, college football is coming to Ireland, and it's coming to the Aviva Stadium in Dublin, and I can't wait. It's Northwestern versus Nebraska, and I got my tickets a few months ago, and we're going up for the weekend, and I just want to. I don't know when an NFL game will come to Ireland, so this is the closest thing I can get to it. So I want to see the atmosphere, feel it, everything that goes around the whole day of looking at bands and the cheerleaders and the music and the atmosphere outside, the tailgate, and get to know people, and just have a good time and then enjoy the game. And I am going to go and shout for Northwestern because I like their jersey. It's a cool looking jersey. But I have no issue with Nebraska either. They're a fine team as well, I'm sure. But it's just to see what the whole day is like. And if anyone watches this video and are going to be at the game, I'm on Twitter at Trev76_Irish, and just drop me a line, and we might meet up there, just have a chat and see, get to know more about football and stuff like that. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Hopefully it'll be a dry day and the weather will be good. And Dublin, I know, is ready for it. I've seen on Twitter the airport is ready to welcome fans. The city is ready to welcome fans. The pubs are ready to welcome fans. So hopefully it'll be a great atmosphere, a great day, and something I'll never forget for the right reasons, and enjoy it. And hopefully then you wouldn't know an NFL game might come to Ireland. We'll plug for that, a Bills game. So that's my video today. If you like it or have any comments to make about it, please do so below. You can subscribe, would be very welcome. As I said, I'm on Twitter. My handle on Twitter is at Trev76_Irish, and my hashtag is Irish Bills Mafia. And as I said, for this season, this is just new to me. There'll be a lot of things I'll do wrong, or in the wrong way or whatever, or talk, but I just want to get out there with the Bills fans and NFL fans and know the game better, know the fans better, and just enjoy the whole thing and the whole season, and we see where it goes. Your support is very welcome, and hopefully now this video will be a better video than last week, and the sound will be better, and I'm taking one step at a time to improve it. And next week I'll be looking at the first game. The season will be soon starting, and the games, what I think will happen in the other games around the NFL.